It's Mini-Me Day. It's Mini-Me Day. I don't care how you voted. We're all friends here today. Yay! Alright, so if you don't already know, Manny and Me is from Maniology, and it is a monthly subscription box with stamping plates and stamping polish, and then a special little something. I actually already have on the polish that comes in this month's box. Ooh, super organized today, aren't we, Guyleen? And then it comes with the regular stuff, you know. Ooh, I got yelled at for saying that this is useless, but kind of is anyway. It tells you how to stamp, sort of, kind of. And, yeah. We don't read stuff. We watch me. All right, this one shows everything that's in it and tells you what the polishes are. I ain't reading this. You want to read it, you can pause it. But we have two polishes. We have Frigid, which is a thermal color changing cream. And then we have Felice, which is a champagne metallic. And then an extra special something that they include in the box. And this month it is some really cute silver studs. And none of them are crazy big that you wouldn't use. And they seem to be where they will lay nice. We'll see, we'll check that out. And then two exclusive plates. Now the two polishes are not exclusive. You will be able to purchase those later. And this stuff, they usually have this also in a month or so. When they put the polishes up, they'll put this stuff and you can purchase that. But these plates are exclusive to the Manny and Me box. The whole box together is $25 a month. It is cheaper if you purchase like 3 months, 6 months ahead of time. Ain't got no money for that. I have to purchase it 1 month at a time, and I actually buy two, so one for you and one for me. I will be giving one box away in this video. You do have to be from the United States. You do have to be subscribed to me. And what else? Oh, just put enter me down below if you want this box, if you're not already getting it. Tell me what you think about it. I do earn a commission. You know, people have been asking me, so what, how much commission do you earn from this stuff? Well, you know what? That's none of your freaking business. That's what I'm making now. I don't care. I don't care. So you save 10%. If you use Guyleen325, you will get 10% off. That 10% I get. That's it. That's my commission. That's everybody's commission if you have a code. So whoever your favorite, sorry about that, whoever your favorite YouTuber is, or your favorite, I don't know, nail artist out there, or just, I have a list of people, of friends that I use, and I just rotate through their codes so that I give everybody some commission. And that's perfectly fine with me. If you know somebody else that has a code and you want to use theirs, that's great. Sure love, plenty to go around. Here's what they did this month. This looks blue to me. This, however, and it looks pretty blue in here, kind of like a periwinkle, but when you put it on, it's pretty purple. And I did, you can see my tips are a little cooler. My fingers are starting to warm up, so the color is changing. What's wrong with my voice? The color is starting to change. And I thought this was going to be a blue to a light blue, and it's really not. It's kind of pinky, I don't know, lilac looking when it gets warm. I don't know. Maybe it's because my nails are quite a bit shorter, and I'm not liking it that much. It's okay. I mean, that's a color thing, It's a preference on color, so we're going to take a closer look at these plates. Let me get this plastic off. All right, try to keep it at an angle here that's not getting glare or reflection. These are really cute. This one is MXMO for $3. Now you can purchase the express box, which is only the plates, that I believe is $15. You get both plates and the extra that comes in the box every month, but not the polishes. But like I said, you can purchase the polishes later if you like them. But this is so adorable. Look, they're little gingerbread men that you can put little hats and stuff on, bow ties, scarves, and give them all kinds of crazy little angry or sad faces. So cute. I love it when they do this. And then we have, you know, I'm wondering if, I don't know, I don't think these will line up. Maybe they will, you know what? They might. This might line up with this also, but this one is a layer. So you would do this, and then you would put the ornaments over the top of it. And then look at these adorable little reindeer with the same thing, with little faces and little hats and stuff. They're so cute. Another little reindeer and a gingerbread man. Snow globe. You can see it's got some cute stuff on it. Little Santa hat, that's adorable. And then this one, which is MXM044. This I think is cute, but I don't know. I think maybe you could do this if you did black and then put white and colored in each little light. It's just going to be, I mean, you can layer it though. You can put this and do like a decal and then put it across all your fingers and then the little lights over them. But I just feel like it's going to be very tricky to get that over there, still be able to see the writing, and I don't know. I mean, you could just use them separately, but I believe that's what that is meant for. And just some really cute different snowflake things. I like this for winter. Some snowflake patterns. These are really pretty. Happy holidays. So that's super cute too. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is swatch these polishes real quick and grade them. Now, I already put this on my nails, like I said. This took 3 coats. So for it to stamp, it's going to have to be pretty flippin' amazing, I think, because thermals are generally a strange texture. They're like a satin, and they're also kind of jelly-like. If you've never used a thermal, expect that, and that's normal. When you put it on, it's not going to be like anything else. And I've also noticed that this one smells pretty funky, and that's not normal for a Maniology polish. They usually don't smell weird, but this one does, so be warned. I mean, I'm notorious for giving Maniology crap about their polishes. So today's not going to be any different. The snark is real. All right, so that looks really good over the white, not so great over the black, but it is a thermal. But I mean, can you see it looks so much more blue? Well, maybe it doesn't on camera. It looks more purple, but not a great job stamping. Let me see if I can warm this up with my finger a little bit, my hand, and see what that looks like. Yeah, see, it doesn't really change a lot. I mean, and I just don't think it's enough of a color change to notice when you stamp it. Maybe if it's on your nail, but I just don't think it's going to look that great stamped over this. All right, I don't know. I'm going to give that a C. I don't know. I'll give it a B. Ugh, be nice, Guyleen. Yeah, and that one's getting to be kind of because of the smell. It smells like, I don't know, some of the older stamping polishes that I've got that is like, or like LA Colors. It's not quite that strong, but. And this one looks like a pretty nice metallic. I've got better. This is also going to get a B because that's not that opaque over. It's okay. A B. All right, I am going to kind of swatch these. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to do layering, and also how to pick up these spaces here that have a lot of open space, negative space on them, and how to keep from making, like, getting empty spots in those. But I've printed off all the questions that have been asked me about stamping, so I am going to hit on a few of those in this video and then try to cover the rest of them in the next video. But I have a couple of like odd questions that don't really go so much with what I can do here. Cassie, I'm going to say Bakuni, I think I already answered her, or somebody else did too, but are CAD's good plates? I just found the link and they are priced good as well. I also want to know, with regular polish on my nails, do I need to wait for it to dry before I stamp? So the answer to that is yes, CAD's plates are really nice. I do like CAD's plates. Also, I wanted to know, with regular polish on my nails, do I need to wait for it to dry before I stamp? All right, there's two schools of thought here. If you do it while it's still slightly tacky, you know, dry but kind of sticky still, your stamping will go on nicer. You won't have to use like a sticky base coat over it. However, you also, if you mess up your stamp, you're gonna have to kind of start all over again. But if your polish is completely dry and you've used a really nice thick glossy top coat over it and it's completely dry, and you stamp with regular stamping polish and you don't like it, you can kind of take a toothpick and scrape that off. Or you can take a Q-tip and just kind of clean off just the stamping and not ruin your entire manicure and have to start over from like point A. But yeah, you can kind of remove it and then just stamp over it. I prefer doing that because then I can remove it if I want to. But if it's completely dry, then I always recommend just putting some sticky base coat on it before you stamp, so you've got kind of a little bit of a tacky finish for that stamp to stick on. So if you're not very fast with your stamping, it will stick. All right, so I'm going to address this one next. The lens one, no, that's just the lens one day ago. It's actually been longer than that since I printed this off. Could you talk about how to pick up images with a lot of open space? I'm hit or miss in that area and would love to know a good way to go about picking up the whole thing. So that's what we're going to kind of focus on today, that question. And then I'm going to touch on a little bit as far as layering goes. I am using just this stamp. Wait for the traffic to go by. Four-wheelers. Okay, they got helmets on, I approve. All right, I'm going to use my sticky stamping station here, and we're going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to turn the plate around this way. You can absolutely do it that way, but I'm going to show you why I turned it this way. I am going to use these polishes, even though I kind of really don't like them. All right, they're okay. So first off, I recommend, if you're going to be using a square ice cube stamper, rectangle I guess, I like these the best because you know which way, you know you're not like off center a little bit, you know that you're completely centered. If you pick up that entire image, when you place it on your nail and you keep the top of that image right at the cuticle area at the base of your nail, you're going to have an easier time lining up that stamp. And when you've got a lot of negative space like that, here's my top recommendation to do with that. If you're going to do that, make sure that you're kind of working that in back and forth pretty slow. And then you're less likely to have a little bit of a like air bubble or spot in there that's not covered. Let that polish sit there for just a few seconds. Don't be in such a rush. Just scrape that off. Now, I have issues, and everyone else has issues about these little stupid edges. So sometimes I would scrape from the other way, but I'm going to go ahead and scrape from this way. You want a stiff scraper for this. You don't want one that's super flimsy, that's going to bend and not give you a smooth scrape that's going to kind of drag against that negative space. May have waited too long. Yappity yapping. You want to scrape not like that. That was horrible. All right, I grabbed my Moyu London. These are small, but they are very stiff. And I do like that for the negative spaces. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to kind of scrub that in. This polish really is not that opaque. I mean, it's not that great for this. And I don't like the smell. Probably, I mean, that's why I took it off my nails, because I hate it. I tried to do something, I hated it. Anyway. So you want a pretty firm scrape with a really firm stamper. And you want to roll that stamper the opposite way of what you scraped, so you're not left with a bunch of empty spaces. And then you can line it up a little easier on your nail. Like I said, you want to put that top right at the top of the base of your nail when you're stamping on there. Put that right up there so that you know exactly where you're at. And centered, because you don't want to go like off this way or off this way. And that's the problem I have with the round stampers when you're trying to do a layering. It's a little harder because you may get off this way, or I just don't like these as much. But if you do use this, make sure that you've got like a little mark. See, I have this little bit of polish on here. And that's where I'm going to put my thumb and know that whenever I pick up and put down on my nail, that needs to be at my thumb. That needs to be, or you can turn it north if you want to, however you want to put it. But you know that that's the center of the base cuticle of your nail or the tip of your nail. Always pick up that way, however way you prefer to do it. Always pick up in that direction so that maybe you won't get off wonky with a round stamper. All right, I'm not going to use this because I just don't think that's going to show up very well. I'm going to grab my Violet Waves. If you can get a hold of this stuff, do it. Do it. Really love it. All right, again, I know that I picked up this, I scraped this way. So that is at the base of my nail. I mean, you can turn it around, but that's how I'm going to pick this one up. But here's my layer. You can use whatever scraper you like at this point, but you still want to scrape pretty firm. I kind of screwed that up, but that's all right. So I'm going to line that up. And since I used a square one here, and I know that I'm square, I'm not square, I'm cool, okay? I'm a cool person. I'm not a square. And there you go. is how to do some perfect layering. Can you even see that? Jeez. All right. So if you do have any other questions, I will answer them. I'd be happy to answer them. I'll add them to my list and showing the rest of like stamping tricks and tips for people that ask me questions about having issues. And I'm going to try to solve those issues for you. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, subscribe, click the stuffs, follow, I don't know, watch whatever's next. Also, stay tuned because I always put a little fun at the end. So at the park where my daughter lives, they have this really cool trail. I don't even know how many miles it is. Actually, I think it's 3 miles worth of trails because, oh, there's a squirrel, a couple squirrels. My son used to come here and run cross country. But there's lots of cool bridges and, uh-oh, dead end. That dead end there. Let's go this way. Anyway, lots of cool bridges. We never come walking in the woods. He is loving it. You like walking in the woods? There's another old bridge. Lots of squirrels and birds. Let's not get lost. We're gonna go on the bridge? Or that way? I don't even know where this one goes. I hope I can, I have to watch the video back to find our way back. All right, let's go back to the car. No. Okay, we're out of the woods.